how's everybody doing? So, I'm Jake Harshman. I'm with Team YakAttack, and what we're going to talk about today is these. This is the YakAttack Mighty Mount Duo Rail Adapter. They're specifically made for Hobie H-Rail systems. Sit snugly onto the H-Rails. They can be made or put on in an orientation of sideways or up and down. It doesn't matter which direction you have it. You can even put them kind of at an angle if you want to. What's really nice about these things, and if you want to get closer here, what's really nice is you see these little ridges. YakAttack has systems that fit into those ridges that really give it a lot more bite and a lot more area to adhere to, or I don't want to say stick to, but whenever it gets in there, those teeth will actually keep it a little bit more sturdy. You also have the ability here to use your typical lock and load systems with your mounts, where they'll sit down in there and they won't move either. You have a more than the T-bolt point of contact. As you can see inside of there, it kind of has the lip where you can just do a regular T-bolt as well. These things are super cool. The way that they were set up and made, there's not a whole lot of cons that are associated with it. The pros, so everybody that owns a Hobie knows that Hobie accessories are really expensive. These, which is the previous version of what Hobie had for mounting stuff on the Mighty Mounts, I think these were like $25 a piece, right? So, and you can see that there's not nearly as much bite in terms of mounting accessories to that. So these worked and they were good, but they also had a good bit of wobble and a good bit of plastic flex. These aren't going to flex nearly as much because of the construction of them, and there's more surface area for them to kind of hang on to. So, as I was saying though, these were like $25 a piece. These are like $35 for two. So they come in packs of two. I think you can also buy them in packs of one. The one packs I want to say are $20. But yeah, for $35 you can get two of these, and then rather than have one mounting surface, you have two mounting surfaces, right? So you can mount two things to one of these, whereas you can only do one thing to this. So that's a big pro. And another aspect is that this will fit multiple different types of mounting systems, whether it's a T-bolt, like I said, or the Mighty Mounts, or anything that really has a track mount bolt system. You can fit into there. So ideally, you want to use YakAttack accessories, because you see those teeth, like I said before, when those grooves sit into these grooves, you don't even have to tighten it down, and if you push in, it doesn't want to go anywhere. Once you tighten it up, it's certainly not going anywhere. And this is one of the YakAttack right angle mount adapters that fit on most of your YakAttack accessories. But from there, you can put a Mighty Mount on there. You can attach a rod tube. If you come back here and look at this one, the way I have that wrenched down pretty tight there, but the way that those fit in there is you have these two flanges that sit in here, or you can do it up and down. I like to do it up and down because the T-bolt is already to the side, so I like to do it this way. And then once you tighten that thing down, it's certainly not going to move. There's not going to be nearly as much play as you would experience in other stuff. It's a huge improvement to the previous systems, and these things can literally be mounted anywhere where you have H-rails. Here's another example of some stuff that I did. So if you look, I took some YakAttack parts and I put together a right angle adapter, a lock and load mount, and a paddle grip holder, and this is what I use to keep my net up and easy for me to grab and reach whenever I need to net a fish. Eventually, I'm going to use these to replace this for my foot control steering on my Hobie. If you look over on that side, my foot control steering, which is right here, has a bolt that goes through. What I was using was a Hobie stand-up assist bar adapter, and I'm going to use one of these and then have it on the other side where I can still mount something to it, which is going to be really nice in terms of having that ability to not just have space where it's taking up space and only can do one thing. This will be able to do multiple things. An interesting solution I did here with my Torqeedo throttle mount, I took it completely off of the lock and load base, and I used this part of it, which has these grooves, to snug up against that, and then it's holding it tight on there with a YakAttack knob. So all those things, you know, were designed for YakAttack to make them seamless with YakAttack, but they will still work with anything that has a T-bolt. So don't be afraid to buy these if you have RAM accessories or so on and so forth. One last thing with these, they're super easy. 4 screws, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver. These are actually made to hold the nuts in place, so whenever you tighten them down, you don't actually need to have a wrench on the back side of them. Once you get them tight, they'll really lock in and allow you to get a really good grip on those, where you don't have to have a wrench and use 2 hands. It's literally just a screwdriver, put the nut in there, put the bolt through, and just tighten it down. So that's the YakAttack Mighty Mount Duo rails. They're new. Most of your dealers are going to have them. I know for sure Innovative Sportsman has a bunch of these. So if you want to order some, either go on the YakAttack website, place an order, or contact your local dealer. For me, I like to order from my local stores. One of those is Innovative Sportsman. I know, like I said, I know he has a bunch of these in stock. He got the order the same time I got mine in the mail. If you have any questions or any issues with install, please shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. You can even leave a comment here on YouTube. I'll be happy to help you out. If you're questioning where, placement wise you think would be best, or what all you would like to add to the accessory, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. So thanks for watching. Really can't wait to get all these things rigged up on here. So